Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, let's talk about how to change the world. It seems like a very grand idea, right? Very unattainable thing, right? But I think slowly it can be done, right? And the reason for this video is um, at this time, right, when I'm making this video, there's a lot of fearful things going on in this world, right? And I feel like there's always, fearful things going on. But I feel like right now a lot of energy and a lot of different things is coming up, whether it's kind of related to politics or the economy or wars in different parts of the world, right? Just a lot of things are coming up and there's a lot of fear behind it, right? And a lot of people are very kind of unhappy with what's going on, right? And they want to change things, but they don't know how to, right? And in this video, like I said, the title's like how to change the world, right? Well, how you do that starts with changing the consciousness, right, of the planet and of all the people on the planet, right? So it's not an easy task, but this is the only way to truly do it and for it to have lasting effects. Because, like I said, there's a lot of fearful things and hateful things going on, right, that are coming to light. And you cannot fight hate with hate. You cannot fight fear with fear. You cannot send the same type of negative, bad energy to the people that you think are doing wrong to you or to the masses, right? Because that's not how lasting change takes place, right? And I'm choosing my words very, very wisely here and very carefully, right? So the only real way to change it on a really big level, right, big scale, is to affect the overall consciousness, right? Well, how do you do it? Well, it starts with changing your own consciousness, right? If you are outraged at certain things that are going on in this world, right, and you want to fight for it, right, there's a way to do it, right? But realize that the number one way to do that is to change yourself and change your consciousness and your understanding of this place and who you are and what is really going on. So when you want to, when you change your own consciousness and you raise that, therefore, because we are a part of a bigger consciousness, right, you will affect a lot more people as a group, as a whole, right? So when you change and raise your understanding, and like I said, your consciousness, your level of consciousness, and as I do it, and then as somebody else maybe that's watching this video does it, right? You individually do it, but it slowly starts to gain momentum, right? And it starts to affect on a group level, right? And then maybe a slightly higher group level, right? And then maybe affects the whole people, within the country, and then the continent, right? And eventually the world. That's how you do it, right? It's little increments, right? Because it takes so long, and it takes, like I said, a shift in awareness, right? So as you change, it changes the group consciousness as well, and then it can have lasting effects, right? So when you try to change your understanding, right, your level of consciousness, right? I don't want to keep using the word, but I mean it's very appropriate here, right? And it's going to affect others, like I said. So how do you do it, right? So the way you do it, and you might heard me say this in other videos, because it's such a key point, it starts with being present. If you're not present, right? You're just going on autopilot. You're going to be part of the problem. And like I said, spewing hate in response to hate, spewing negativity in response to negativity, right? And that's not how you really change it. So when you are present, and that's the only way, you will start to make better decisions for yourself, right? You will start to change yourself little by little, right? One aspect, and then you improve on that and you go on to the another aspect, right? And when you start working on yourself and being present, you will start to know a certain shift in the way you think, the way you respond instead of react, right? Does like improving your outlook, right? And then you're gonna be wanna, maybe send good energy to the people, as contradictory as that sounds, send to the people that are trying to, oppress others or be negative towards others or are hurtful towards others, right? But everything starts from that moment of presence, right? Because when you're present, which is easier said than done, then you will observe your emotions, right? You will do self reflection and self observation. And only through that you can begin to notice certain things that you do, how you act, how you react, and you can make small changes to change those things, right? Or even big changes, right? But everything starts on a smaller level and leads to the bigger levels, right? So to reiterate, right, you start being present in your everyday life, whether that's being mindful of, mindful of anything that you do, right? Could be mindful walking, mindful eating, right? When you're in conversations, you're very present to what that other person is saying instead of just waiting for basically your rebuttal to what they started talking about, because that happens a lot, right? Somebody will start talking and says something and you already start to formulate your response. You didn't hear that 2/3, 3/4, whatever it is of their conversation. You just heard the first part and you're already in your mind, right? Started to think your rebuttal. Well, that's not being conscious, right? Being conscious is listening fully and then responding with whatever comes up in the present moment, right? And taking walks in nature, right? Whatever it is that makes you very relaxed and very self-aware, right? Where you can watch without your mind running. So you start there, right? You become more present. As you do that, you start become more reflective on why you act a certain way and why others act a certain way, right? Which is a key point. You start noticing that, and then you can start making changes from that space, right? And then as you evolve, you change, you get better in whatever sense is important to you, right? Your understanding of yourself and others is going to grow, right? And at that point, when your understanding of yourself and others grows, you can expand to group level, right? And that's how you can change the world, basically, right? It's not that simple, and it seems so like this concept seems so far-fetched. But if anything is going to happen on a large scale level, that's how you do it, right? So it all starts with you, once again, right? Which seems to be a theme to my videos, because it is all in our control, right? You control what you can be in control of, which is what? You, not others, right? Not by telling others what to do and you should be this way. No, it starts with you, right? So I hope this was helpful. I think I prolonged it a little, but I tried to go as much in detail to my explanations as possible. So if anything resonates, please subscribe, like, share your own comments on what I'm saying, right? and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.